I'll start kind of the same thing, finishing up the way you did on red turf with the big win. How big was that for this group to finish that way out?
I mean, it's massive, especially for the seniors, that are leaving here, me included. Just getting that last win at home is something that we're going to remember for the rest of our lives. So going to that game, we knew what we were going to have to do to win that game, and we knew the possibilities of us winning the game. And to come out the way we did, it was pretty awesome.
Talk about the challenge you faced this week against an NU. They're always good in the dome, and altitude plays a factor, no question. What do you guys as a defense focus on and try to limit them and what they do?
I mean, they run the ball well. The quarterback likes to throw it around a little bit. So, I mean, the main thing for us all year has just been to stop the run. So it's going to start with that. They do a lot of different gap scheme stuff with polars. So we just got to be keyed in on what's going on and just the run fits, the gap fits that we need to be in. Because, if you're one fit away, one gap out of place, then they're going to hit that and they're going to take it a long way. So they're a really good team. They take advantage of when defenses mess up. So it's going to be really imperative for us to just be locked in on our jobs.
Motivation-wise, obviously winning your final game, finishing with a 3-game winning streak's got to be big. Beating a ranked opponent, how big would that be to you?
It'd be massive. I mean, for me, I treat this opponent like any other opponent. I feel like in the past years it's been the same thing. Ranked or not ranked, got to treat it the same way. So you're gonna have that approach, the mindset every week. But yeah, I mean, going into a ranked game, I mean, what they're gonna come in with. I mean, they're fighting for a playoff bid right now. So we are going to get the best NAU that they can give us, and we know that going into the game. So there's nothing to take lightly. It's not going to the game thinking, no, we're gonna win this game. No, you have to go and you have to take it from them.
Building for next year. No, you won't be here, but how big is it to finish with a 3-game win streak and kind of leave that for next year?
I mean, it's massive. That sense of belief that you can instill in guys just with those 3 wins, but also from a leadership perspective, all the guys that are leaving, it's just setting a tone for what it needs to be in the future. We're not going to be here to make all the decisions that we did. It's the rest of the team's turn to try something new, figure out what works for them. I mean, that's what we've been trying to do the last 3 years. And, yeah, it hasn't exactly working out for us, but, I mean, we've tried everything under the sun, and that's the thing that wasn't going to happen is we were never going to stop trying something. So it's just figure it out and see what works for you, that works best for the team.
Looking back, do you have a favorite memory?
Oh, absolutely. Similar to why, I mean, that 21 game versus Montana is always cool, the UNLV, but for me, going and playing those historic places like University of Florida, University of Oregon, kind of seeing what it's all about at those schools, and I just thought it was really cool for those games, just because I feel like after that game, you realize it's just football anywhere you go. The players are good, but at the end of the day, you can beat anyone with the right technique and the right mindset. So playing in those games was pretty cool.
Your fellow seniors, what do you guys talk about as you get ready for this game this week?
Try to finish on a high note. That's all there really is to it. It's a little bit emotional, kind of going through your last week, and it's your last game, so it's going to be hard saying goodbye to everyone, but finishing that on a high note is definitely something going into the game that we really, really want, and we know the work that it takes to get there. So we got a week of preparation in front of us before we even get to that step.
Along those lines, talk with your Big Sky Media Days and the expectations, the hopes to what you are now.
Yeah.
Where has it fulfilled? Where has it fell short for you guys?
I mean, I think offense is playing awesome all year long. I mean, they've put up a lot of points, and I'd be lying if I said our defense hasn't fallen short. We've given up a lot of points this year, a lot of explosives, not great in the red zone. So that has, let us down a little bit, let me down a little bit. It hurts to kind of go through that, but it is what it is. And the one thing about this team that never happened, we never turned on each other. We never turned our backs on the coaches or any of that. We always knew. It was like a little bit last year, but I mean, there's not much you can do but come to work every day and just try to go get a win. So that's what we've been trying to do all year long.
What it felt like, getting a sack in your last game?
Felt awesome. I was trying to get that second one. I have not had a 2-sack game yet in my career, so I was going for that second one. But having that one in that senior day with all my family there, it was pretty cool to just experience that.
Just what generally has meant to you to wear number 4?
It's been huge. I mean, I still remember the guys that had it before when I first got here. It was Dylan Ledbetter, and then it was Cal Kreiner, and then Ant Smith, and then now it's me. So it's definitely an opportunity is what I looked at it as, more so as a responsibility, because I was put in the leadership role a little bit early on in my career, and I wasn't as vocal or didn't say as much. But I feel like when getting for it kind of opened me up a little bit, and I was still never perfect, but I was always striving to be the best I could with the number because I know what it means. I know all the guys that came before me, especially early on, what they meant to the number and just what you kind of have to do to wear it on your back. I mean, it does take a little bit more, whether it's leadership or doing a little extra, which is fine. But the person who wears the number has to own up to that and just show that 4 is a little bit different than any other number.
No pressure. Do you have a pick to who takes it over next year?
I'm not sure right now. I feel like it's something that it's definitely earned. It's hard to give it right away because you could see someone in the offseason make big strides. All of a sudden they're the leader of the defense. You never really know who's going to step up and take that role. But I mean, there's a lot of guys that can get it. So I think it's going to be really cool this offseason, have them work together, kind of figure out, that leader that is going to take it over and kind of run with it. So I'd say definitely go through an offseason first, spring ball, all that. Appreciate it.